Good morning, students. I hope you all are safe at home. Let's continue the chapter number 11, Force, Work and Energy. Earlier we studied about what is force, the type of force. Then we studied about work and simple machines. Now, 6 basic types of machines. First is lever. It is a simple machine that has 2 parts. Okay, one is rod or an arm and a point or a fulcrum, right? 2 parts, we can say a rod or an arm and a point or a fulcrum around which the lever turns. You can see in the picture, it's given. It can help us lift object, open the cans, cut the things. Some examples are can opener, nutcracker, scissors, seesaw and hammer. I hope by seeing the picture it is clear. Next is pulley. This simple machine is made up of a rope running between the grooves of the well. Pulley helps us to move loads upward. You can see in the picture that lady is pulling the water and with the help of the rope. This is known as pulley, right? See, water from the well is drawn out with the help of the pulley. A flagpole uses a pulley to raise or lower the flag. Other examples are crane, blinds and cloth lines. I hope this is clear. Next is wheel and axle. Now, this machine consists of a wheel. Okay, it will consist of a wheel and a rod which will join the wheel in the center, right? This allows the wheel to turn and change the directions. Moving heavy objects become easy with the help of the wheel and axle. The wheels of the car and a bicycle and skates are some of the example of wheel and axle. You can see in the picture of dumbbell is given. You can see the wheels on the both side and a rod in the center joining the wheel. This is wheel and axle. Next we have inclined plane. An inclined plane is a flat surface that is higher on one end. As you can see in the picture, ramp and escalators, they are higher at the end. Okay, it helps to move an object to a lower or the higher place, thereby making the work of moving things easier. It helps the things to move very easily. Slides, ramp and escalators are some example of inclined plane. Next we have wedge. A wedge is made up of 2 planes with 1 or 2 inclined or slanting planes. You can see in the picture. See, the knife has 2 sides which are joining at the top, right? There are 2 inclined planes which join together to form a sharp edge. See, it is forming a sharp edge, as you can see in the saw also. Okay, it is used to split the things apart. It is used for splitting the things apart. For example, you can see a kitchen knife, a nail, a fork, a saw, etc. You can see the picture. Now, next we have screw. A screw consists of an inclined plane wrapped around a cylinder. It is wrapped in a cylindrical shape. Screws are used to hold things together. For example, bottle caps, bulb cap and key rings, etc. Now let's talk about energy. Energy is the ability to make things work. It can move things, or it can heat up the things or produces light. Energy is the ability to make the things work. All living things need energy to carry out the life processes We get energy from the food we eat. We need energy to carry out all our daily activities, and we get energy from the food that we eat. This energy is used to work, move, or play. Plants uses energy from the sunlight to make the food grow and stay healthy. Okay? Machinery also needs energy to work. This energy comes from the source like electricity, wind, and fuel. See, everything which is working needs energy, whether it is living or it is non-living. Living will get energy from the food that we eat, and the plants will get energy from the sunlight. Machineries will get the energy from the wind, fuel, electricity, etc. Energy is all around us. Okay, let us learn about the different sources of energy. Now, sun. The sun is the main source of energy on the earth. The energy from the sun is called solar energy. This is very important. The energy from the sun is known as solar energy. All the food that we get, all the food that we eat to get energy can be traced back from the sun. Plants do not eat food but uses energy from the sun to make the food, through the process of photosynthesis. We use solar energy to cook food, warm water, or light the lamps. All the solar panels that are used, or solar cooker you can see in the picture, these are able to work due to the energy of the sun. Now, wind energy. Energy derived from the wind is known as wind energy. The energy that we are getting from the wind is known as wind energy. For example, a windmill uses wind energy to produce electricity. Electricity is produced with the help of windmills. We will remember this point. Now, water. The energy from the water can be used to produce electricity, and a dam is a huge wall that is built to block a flowing river, forming a reservoir. Dams use the energy of flowing water to produce the electricity. You can see in the picture, see the picture of dam, and we also studied it very clearly and very in the extended form in the social studies book, that dam is a huge wall that blocks the flowing river, forming a reservoir. I hope you remember all this. Now, the water, the energy from the water, we can also say that hydro energy, right? Okay, let's talk about fossil fuels. You must have remember all about the fossil fuels, because I've already told you many times about the fossil fuels, the remaining of the dead plants and the animals that died millions of years ago. They lie under the rocks or under the ground and slowly change into the fossil fuels, and it takes millions and millions of years to form the fossil fuels. We get energy by burning them. By burning them we get the energy. Coal, crude oil, and the natural gas are some examples of the fossil fuels, right? Now, petrol and diesel are made from the crude oil. We burn them to run vehicles. LPG or cooking gas is made from the natural gases. These all gases are made from the natural gases. We already studied some example of some other forms of the energy are sound energy, electrical energy, mechanical energy, magnetic energy, heat energy, and chemical energy. I hope this much of chapter is clear. Now, renewable and non-renewable sources of energy. Renewable sources of energy are those that do not get exhausted easily and can be renewed. For example, wind, water, and sun are the example of renewable energy. Non-renewable sources of energy are those energies which cannot be renewed easily, and they will get completely exhausted one day. The energies which we cannot renew, these are petrol, coal, and wood. See, if you burn the coal and wood, they cannot be they cannot be changed back into their original form. They are exhausted. So these are the non-renewable sources. So we should be very careful while using the non-renewable sources of energy. If it is very useful, then only use it, or use it less. I hope this chapter is clear to you. For better understanding, go through the chapter once, read it very carefully. If any problem, ask your parents for the help. Thank you so much.